One day I was called to the emergency room to see a gentleman who was in his 50s perhaps, and clean-shaven head, a black fellow from Tennessee with a nice, deep, resonant voice. And he was in a minor accident and had a cut to his head, small laceration. After checking him out, I thought he would be fine, no problem. As we talked, I found out that this man was a Zen Buddhist priest who lived in Hilo and studied many years in California in a monastery. Years later, I saw him on and off. He would always talk about doing the right thing and about karma, that what goes around comes around, and people knew him as Brother John in Hilo. He would always talk in the coffee shops. One day he accompanied a Vietnamese lady and her daughters, and she had a brain tumor, and privately in the office we looked at her scan and it showed a large lemon-sized tumor in the center of her brain. I said, John, I'm really sorry, but the only thing that can grow there is going to be a malignant cancerous growth. I said, I can do a biopsy. When that's confirmed, the radiation therapy could possibly help her live longer, but I'm afraid it's a sad case. We set her up for radiation therapy, but the day she came to get this started in my office, she came with 7 Vietnamese monks. And they all had on saffron robes, and they carried beads, which I learned later were called juzu, or prayer beads. And after they left to start the radiation, John called me aside again. He said, now listen, brother. He said, now you probably think they came from Vietnam to pray for her, don't you? I said, well, it looks like it. He said, no. They came to take her through a guided meditation of these 7 hell worlds that the Buddhists believe in, to show her what will happen to her should she die and not forgive the lady that she hates so much, the cause of this disease, this intense hatred. She has to learn forgiveness. Well, I said, good luck, John. I've never seen it happen. And here's what happened. They came back 6 weeks later with a scan. I pulled it out of the package to see what radiation had done, and there was no tumor. I couldn't believe it. I called the radiologist. I said, have you sent me the right films? He said, I couldn't believe it either. I've never seen it happen. That tumor was gone. I explained to the family the radiation had worked, and they all smiled. They thanked me for my help, and they left. And when John turned around to look at me, he winked. They knew that they had overcome this disease because the lady had given up the hatred. She had forgiven this lady.